Hi, I want to talk to you today about a movement and something that happens. This is withdraw, separate, and push. Now, I want to talk about this because it's a really difficult one for people, and you need to understand a bit about the philosophy in it in order to get it right. When I was a beginner, and indeed when I was pretty experienced, I searched around to find out what this meant: withdraw, separate, and push. I um, I thought, oh, separate. This is going on. I punch, and then I withdraw, separate, and push. And well, I did that for years and years. Please don't say I'm still doing it. I hope I'm not. But maybe some of the seniors will be able to tell me different. Now, the thing about this movement, which you'll find in lots of different Yang style forms, it's across all the Yang style forms, is that withdraw and separate and push is separate movements, but the withdraw and separate, they're happening at the same time. So it's not the same as the movement push. It's not the same. You're not withdrawing and pushing, you're withdrawing and separating and pushing. So remember that and think about what the separation is. Let's say I've done dragon form and I've pressed, or I've done the short form, or indeed many of the other forms, and I've punched. Now I'm going to withdraw and separate. So we'll go with the punch in this case, but the principle is still the same. Now, here I am. When I go to separate, I go backwards, but I don't go backwards like this. Only this part of my body goes backwards. My right side goes backwards. So my right side goes backwards and my left side stays where it is. This is separate. They say in Chinese, the experience, the jin, is lia, like a tearing. So you're pulling yourself apart. I'm here and I separate. Do you see? I'm open now. My chest is opening, my hips are opening, and I'm no longer like this. I'm withdrawing and separating. But look, my right side is back, but my left side is still forward. I haven't done this. But my right side's also back, so I haven't done this. I've moved this side back. Here, right side back. Moving the toes allows me the space to open. Open now. Right foot, right knee, right hip, right shoulder, all above one another. Left hand stays where it is. I'm turning to face the front now, but my weight is still back, and then I push into the ground and then forward, and my hips are lifting as I push. I don't want you to worry too much about the push today. Let's concentrate on the separating. Here, turning this foot to give me space. Right hip coming back, right knee coming back, right shoulder, right side coming back, left side staying where it is. Now, this is very important for making our energies change, opening us up. So we open and close, open and close. Remember, opening and closing is an important thing, one of the two of the 7 qualities of Tai Chi. Now, you might say, well, okay, but I thought Tai Chi was a martial art. What are you doing this for? I don't have an opponent with me, but you'll have to imagine one. It's usually my colleague Mike Coleman that ends up doing this job. Hi, Mike. Here. I've just punched and somebody grabs my arm. They grab my arm here, so like that. And if you do this, it's very hard to get somebody off. So if you want to move somebody, or not necessarily get them off, but move them, you have to use all of your body. Like this, do you see? Pulling. The person who's grabbed me, they're being pulled over. Do you see? Pulling over. It's this person here, this is their arm. They grabbed me and I pulled them. Now, here. Look at where my arm is. It's here. This is my left hand, it's here. When somebody has their arm on mine, I'm going to try to do this, even though I've been both me and my opponent. Here. Now watch where the elbow goes of the other person. It's here. Interestingly, just where my left arm is. So I'm pulling them, actually, through this line here. Now I turn to the front and my left hand collapses their elbow. So turning it around for you, making sense of it. Somebody, the person who's doing this really cool move, they're punching me and I'm grabbing them here. Grab. They pull me back and I'm tipping, and their left hand tucks in there, and as the person turns to the front, this happens to me. So look how hard it is for me to balance, and then they push. I disappear off camera. So withdraw. Withdraw. This side withdraws. Separate. This side does not. See this movement? I'm not doing this. I'm only moving my body round. My left hand. I always want to say at no point will my hands leave my sleeves. Too much Tommy Cooper when I was young. Is it making sense yet? Okay. So I want you to try this out. Separate and push. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much for this, and I hope that you work very hard on this and ask your tutors about it, so that every time I'm in class I see such wonderful withdraw separates. Looking forward to it. So more stuff like this soon. Take care.